can use it on YouTube.
Good evening. Welcome to episode 3 of the Proper Live Show. This week we have a special guest, Big G. Why are the Big G? One man stands, whatever you want to call him. How's everybody?
Very good, thank you very much.
Very well.
All good? Yeah, all good. Oh,
We have a decent number in chat already, so I'm already going to start giving jobs out. So, Pugs, do you want to say hello to chat?
I will, once I've just said hello to Nicky Maynard, which I'll just... I'll just pull this out. I haven't done this in ages. See, it's so much easier when you do that, look. There's a list of people, isn't that clever? Okay. Oh.
Why am I at the bottom?
You're not on mine. Shut up, anyway. Andy Carruthers.
You're propping up everything, Haggy.
Andy Carruthers is in. Good evening, Andy. We've got Billy Rice is in. Evening, Billy. Deke Duffy. Dion78. Freerider Vapor's in. Some knobhead called HankyPanky. Ian Thomas. Good evening, sir. We've got John the Vaping Joker. Lynn Smith. Matt Polly. Oh, it moves. Why does it move?
Well,
it mixes them up.
Confuse you.
Fucking hell.
What chat does, mate?
Back Mod guys in. We've got Mr. Intense. Maynard. Red-Eyed Loon. Savage Simon. Good evening, Simon. Mr. Wood, the legend that is, Scott Wood. Tessellated Tess. Tim B. Tyler the Vapor. And Wired Talk with Big G. Who's that guy there?
Boom.
That's it. Good evening, everybody.
Evening. Why are the Big G? Welcome back to the vape scene. You've been gone for a while.
I have.
Welcome.
Good to be back.
I seen you on Nick Devine. We had Nick Devine on obviously last week, so that was good crack. And he was saying that he was getting you on, so we said we'd get you on this week too. So welcome back. It's great to have you back.
It's good to be back on shows for a change.
Have you? I know you're not coil building at the minute. Have you a timeline for when you're going to start getting back into the coil building?
It just still depends on when I get my new place. Because
was it your business?
I've nowhere to build.
Was it your business? Did you sell?
No, it was just a wee sideline.
Right,
Just
okay.
a wee sideline kind of thing.
So similar to Nick, it was a lot of Instagram. It was art stuff, wasn't it? It was like
Aye.
it was the art and
More
things. Yeah.
hobby side.
All the really, really funky stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, I never went too complicated, but I kind of.
I wouldn't say that.
I did myself.
I wouldn't say that.
that sounds a bit over humble to me.
Yeah,
that.
definitely over humble. Yeah.
If you did something unvapeable, you went overcomplicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I knocked up a few fancy ones.
Just a few mothership aliens. It was fine. Yeah.
I wish.
And you're releasing music on Spotify and a few other places. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah.
One man
It's
stands.
this thing here. One man stands. You can.
What do you mean you're releasing music?
Making music.
Make music.
And letting
I'm a
people
musician.
listen.
Ah, what do you music?
I played bass for nearly 34 years.
Right.
Keyboards. I do vocals as well, but I can't get doing vocals here because the walls are like paper. But I do a mix of stuff. It's the album I released on Spotify was more electronic. I set out to do a metal album that needed keyboards, and I get too into the keyboards, and I ended up doing it all electronic.
I used to play the keyboards in a band when I was
Great fun.
when I was 17, and I was the keyboard player until somebody said to me, "You do know there's absolutely no way you can look cool on stage playing the keyboard." So I became a drummer.
And then you just had
It's
to
probably
log-
true. Isn't it?
You had to lug all that gear about then.
And he was right.
I wanted to be a drummer, but
It was a proper moment. He's right.
yeah.
I was just like that.
See, I could.
There's only so many times you can play chopsticks.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
Just fucking around with the effects and making weird noises. It was the 80s.
that's how I started. I just started messing around with copying different people like Mike Oldfield and Jean-Michel Jarre and
Yeah.
people like that. And
Oh, we were much worse than that. Some of them actually, some of the guys that I was in that band with are still playing. That's Maine.
Do you know what? Actually, I bet one of your friends has still got some tapes.
I bet Charlie.
I bet
Charlie's probably got them.
You weren't in a band with Rodney from Molly Fields, were you? A bunch of Wallies.
I can't actually remember what we're called.
Could you see above the drums? Was there a drummer in the band, or was it just someone looking over and you're just down there playing the drums? I'm sorry, Pugs.
Your challenge, Joe, is to get hold of some of these tapes.
Absolutely.
Preferably a video.
I probably could.
Do it.
I think we need to hear some of this.
Fantastic. I will do it.
I can see the next screenshot on the Saturday show.
I've got some pictures. I've got pictures, but
What were you called, Pugs?
honestly, I can't remember.
We'll find out because I'm going to put you in the playlist.
I can't remember.
That sounds very much. I can remember, but
I can't remember.
not going to say because it's really embarrassing.
I can actually remember one of the songs that we wrote, and it is far worse than any band name we could have come up with. And the song was called "Moonlight and Silver."
That's very 80.
Lots of Cinewave.
Right, and anybody who wants to listen out and have a look on Spotify, the link is there. I've just posted it for Big G.
Is that the one with the
Thanks
chapter
very
1,
much.
chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4, and chapter 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got that up.
Yeah.
Got
It's,
Hanky quicker.
I know. I can't say
they do
hi
have-
back. I've not got my phone. It's in there.
They do have their own kind of subheadings as well, but because it started out like doing like one tune and it sounded a certain kind of mood, so I just kind of named it after that kind of mood, like the track 3's Desert Power, because it's got a kind of Eastern feel, and then I started kind of weaving it around the idea of lockdown and somebody kind of living inside their own head. So each chapter's about how lockdown's affecting their own kind of personal world in their own head.
Oh wow, that's quite intense.
I've listened to quite a few now. I've listened to about 4 of them already, just to get the feel of what you like.
It was good fun, exercising the demons.
Absolutely. Will we do a bit of a buffet?
A buffet.
Who went? Matt went for last week.
Needs to do a bumper for the buffet, Hanky.
Yeah, we need a bumper. Hanky, get on that shit.
Yeah, Hanky, come on.
Yeah.
It's all the
Anything
race
else?
these days.
Clacking.
Nevans, do you want to go
do I
first?
get any prime from Saturday show? No.
No.
Yeah, I'll go. Nice and simple. Hadron light with the hazard on top in there. I've got some cinema vibes that you can't buy. I'm just fucking vaping it anyway.
That's nice, that.
G class V2 with the best RTA in the world on top, and trying out some
Friggin'.
Dragon.
Dragon. It's actually it has actually benefited from the steep, to be fair. That's all I'm on tonight. Simple. I'm on not a hobgoblin. I'm on a. I'll let you pronounce it.
Double dry hop Jaipur.
Yeah,
The Japper.
the Japper. Yeah. I'm on a bit of the Japper again.
That's Irish. That's what I mean. The Japper.
I'll chuck it over to Graham.
You okay?
Oh, hold on. Oh, hey, hold on.
Oh, what?
I haven't said Miss Graham yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
See what he did there?
Yeah, go on, little G.
I'm on the Gore 21 with the Barrosh on top, and in that I've got some my own country fudge, not cum fudge, country fudge.
Come fudge.
I keep on. I started to call that it myself.
Where's me fucking cum fudge gone?
Gonna stick, innit?
I was like, I go, what do I fancy? I fancy some cum for fuck's sake.
Go a bit of cum fudge right now.
And I'm in the Oxford Velocity, which I'm really enjoying. And in that, I've got some Nick's, Smurflust, which I changed a little bit because I can never give him full credit for anything. So put some blackcurrant in that, and it tastes really, really nice. And I'll pass it over to Hanky.
Why me? I'm busy. Right, here we go.
I passed it over to you.
Right.
Juice.
I am on my... What? I'm on my Trusty Lux X's. Wherever the cam's gone up there. Trusty Lux X's with some simple salts. I'm on some gummy pear from Salt Horse, and I'm on some mango from Donut King. And I'm also trying out, I found my, in a box, the Dead Rabbit 3. And I'm on my little pulse. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm on my reduction tank with the Philemma. And in that, I've got some Froghouse apple bubblegum.
Blockhouse.
Froghouse. And I'm on this. Look at that. That is battered.
That effect is not supposed to be on it.
Do you know what,
I thought
though?
he's not splattered. I thought I was splattered.
It gives it an Easter feel because it looks like a mini egg.
It does.
Ooh. And I'm on some. Are you finished, Pugs?
Shut up.
Sorry.
Right, no, I'm joking. Right? I'm on some Rachel Rabbit from Dispergo. Absolutely gorgeous juice, and that is pomegranate, kiwi, and watermelon. And on that, I'm on the. Anybody seen this? Remember this mod?
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
That is old, isn't it? I'm on that because that
That
holds.
looks good though.
That fires down from 0.05.
Hanky,
And that's
hold it
only-
up properly. I didn't get to say it properly.
Hold what up?
That mod.
The Snow Wolf.
Is that the Cylon?
No, it's not the Cylon.
No. I've just took the reduction
They
tank off
looked,
because it
they
weren't
did
firing
look
on it.
very similar.
But I've had that for some years. It fires up for 0.05, so hence why I use it on a build. And that is all I'm on, and I'm going to pass it over to somebody sexy, which is
Oh,
going
that's
to
the-
be.
that's the
Oh,
Cylon.
it's me again then. I'm on the quarter.
It's going to be. It's going to be the man of the show. It's going to be Mr. John Devlin. Proper
Oh,
Coils.
right. I am
Thanks,
on.
Hanky. You're welcome, John.
You're welcome, Hanky. I'm on the stash box, BMM stash box. In that, I have the dope. And
Right.
in that, I have one of the new Boro Staggerfuse Claptons coming out at 0.4. And in that, I have some Vanilla Sky. That stuff is fucking gorgeous. That I have very, very little left. I'm going to have to rugby tackle Mike at Expo to get more of that. The Seabot light with the ESG Skynet, which we might be talking about later on. Skynet, the Skynet RBA, and in that some Annecy Berry 16 mixed to 16 milligram. I have the best RTA of the last 3 years, the Voltro 25V3, which is fucking amazing. The coils in that are 0.08 fuse Claptons, and it's firing like hell, and that's on the clutch. And in that I have some cinema vibes, which you can't buy, but I'm vaping anyway. Beside me here I have my mech, so it's the Kennedy Vindicator Ritz. In that I have some 3-core stagger fuse Claptons, and I'm vaping the delicious
Like, whatever.
the colour of it.
dark like your soul.
It's
White
lovely
rabbit.
when it's like that.
It is lovely.
It's really lovely when it's like that.
Now it's coming up to
really-
gardening season. You can use that to clean your garden tools.
It's basically like vaping butter. It's lovely.
If you dip a coin, like a copper coin, in that, will it come out shiny?
Yeah, it probably
Probably
dissolves.
Oh, it just dissolves.
And lastly, I have the Dicodes Danny Mini. On top of that, the new Tripod V2, which is fucking awesome. And in that, I have some Nom Noms Black Edition, a Nom Bongo, which is like a black currenty job.
Oh, I can't remember what I've got.
What? Yeah, that's it. And I'm drinking some hazy little thing IPA session stuff.
That's a hazy little thing.
Yeah.
I thought you'd actually forgotten the name of it then. I was like, oh no, that's actually
It's
on.
written on it. It's fine. I'll hand it over to our guest, the big G, not the little G, the big G.
Mine's is very, very simple. All I'm vaping
It's
on
not a
is
fucking health
the-
bar, is it? You did see what happened last week. It was a fucking disaster.
That was fucking funny.
If
At
you're in
least you
chat,
set
Nick,
them
I'm only
right.
messing. I'm only messing.
At least you set him on the right path again.
Yeah, I think he put up a post on Instagram blowing a big RDA today.
I noticed
Yes,
him
get it.
on his live the other day. He was
And he was-
vaping on
Still,
an RD8.
Yeah.
yep. I think you turned him again.
Good, good.
But,
good.
I'm on the Aria mod, which you can't
What's-
see.
It's invisible. Stormtrooper.
From Homeboy, and that's it. Blue Raspberry, seriously
Raspberry.
pretty. that stuff is just, that's my favourite right now.
Do you have a problem with the battery door on that mod?
Yes.
I do on mine.
Is it, you need to kind of
It's stretched out.
just
Yeah,
close it?
it's stretched out, so it's.
Aye.
It's. I'm gonna have
It's
to.
starting to go. I
Yeah.
mean, if I push it, it sometimes turns off.
Yeah.
You know, if I go to push it tight,
Hmm.
there it goes. It just turned off and
There you
turned
go.
back on again.
Yeah, that's why I don't use mine anymore. Pain in the ass.
Yeah, I've ran
Nice
out of
looking
mods.
mods, though, aren't they? They look good.
They are,
They look good.
Especially
Yeah.
the Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
and it feels nice in the hand. I've got massive fucking hands, so it's nice and weighty as well. You know.
Yeah.
You do some damage. But that's it.
Who's left? Matt. Yeah.
Me
I'll
and
pass
Pugs.
it to Matt.
We leave Pugs to last because that. Yeah.
I'm not
I've probably given him a run for his
because-
money tonight, to be fair.
Oh right, fair enough.
But I'll do it anyway. So we've got SPB billet box, which I love.
Nice.
And in that is Mob Mini with a 0.41 fuse Clapton.
I see there's a new mob coming out, is there?
The MV, the
Yeah.
Mob 5, which is pretty much the same as the other mobs, but
See,
looks a
I've
little
got-
bit different.
I've got a mob. I've got the mob too.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
But-
good.
It
Good,
looks
eh?
bloody good, doesn't it? Looks
In that one-
fantastic. Sees
Still
us
got
in and out of
posted.
reality.
What was that one, Matt? Pops did.
Yeah,
You knew what it was.
But just
love
making
that
sure
juice.
everyone
You just wanted to hear it, didn't you?
Just making sure
And we've
everybody else
got-
did.
maybe the best RTA of the last couple of years. M30's
Yeah.
teetering with it, and that's on the Noisy Cricket V2 because someone recommended that, and it's quite a good pairing.
Says.
In that one, Custard Malone, which is possibly the best custard.
Like it.
Yeah, love it. Then we've got, and I told you I'm giving you a run for your money tonight. Rule Breaker with the Valhalla 38, Deathwish Mods Edition,
Big Protestant mod there, wasn't it?
Triple 21700 series. In that is some sweet Nirvana.
You need just sash on your vapor, that thing.
Then we have got the thing that I can't remember the name of,
Saga.
Saga Mini with the Ripsaw. And in that we have got Fruit Monster Strawberry Banana. That's really nice.
Is it?
It is really, really nice. Then we've got the Gripnade. Again,
Nice.
what's on that? Nightmare 28. And in that is still that mediocre JMA shite.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Infinite Mods Axis with a Kennedy 28. And in that,
For your money, love.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be.
I told you. And in that we've got the Ginge,
I think
which
might
you
have
can't
beat- I
buy
think you
anymore,
might
but I'm
have beat
vaping
him
it anyway.
this week.
Fucking serious heat.
Then we've got the Half S with the Haku Venner on top.
That is a nice mod, I like that.
It's lovely.
Mm.
It's nice and small too.
Mm.
And in that one, we've got Big Isle from Amatorium. You can't buy it anymore, but I'm vaping it anyway. And a Caliburn Tenet. And in that is the company formerly known as Chefs, which is now known as Flavor Craver, Grandma's Lemonade. And drinking Banks's Bitter. So that's me. So we will pass that over to Pugs.
Right. Okay then. I've got the Voltro 25mm on the Noisy Cricket B2.
That is a lovely setup, isn't it?
It's honestly, it's just absolutely
It's like made for-
perfect. Perfect.
Mm.
I got 2 3 mils in mine now as well.
I've got two 2.5s in that now.
Yeah.
In that, I've got my my battered bottle of White Rabbit. I've got the Vicious Ant Night with the Arbiter V1, I think that is on there. In that, I've got Graham's Dick Juice. Graham, I'm on dregs again.
Dick.
Okay, no problem. I was thinking you probably need some more. I'll mix
Yeah.
them up tomorrow.
I'm absolutely fucking flying through it. It's ridiculous.
Is that the new raspberry?
It's like crack to
Yeah.
me. I need it. I just need it in my life. Got the Seraphim Dead Man's Hand with the Valkyrie 30mm. In that, I've got a undisclosed liquid I'm not allowed to tell you about, which might or might not be in mine and Nevans' future line of liquids. Get your eye out for that.
Which one?
I can't tell you.
Oh, it's all right. I'll know when I sniff it.
K65 with the Dram RT8.
Yes, I know.
In that, I've got Nevans' trifle. New to me this week. Thank you to the lovely Mr. Matt Wates. I've got the Tripod V1 with the Steam Tuners top fill on it and the reduced. Makes a big difference, that reduced chamber.
That's not the Steam Tuners top fill.
Isn't it?
That's the standard tank.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's different with the Steam Tuners one then?
Well, if you look in the box, you'll find out.
No, I thought that was top fill. I thought it was an issue or whatever it was. I like it like that.
No, it looks different and it's shorter.
Well, it's a lot better with that smaller chamber in it than it is with the one that you left in it.
You took it out.
Yeah, I took it out and put that one in.
You don't look in
It's miles
boxes and
better.
read instructions. He just opens and takes and does.
I wanted it for the. I wanted
does.
it for the Ep.3 roller, so I finally got the Ep.3 roller with an Ep.3 tank on it, which is what I wanted. In that, I've got Sweet Nirvana, Serendipity, and Matt, bless him, when that was a trade for some juice that I did with him. That's why he's got my juices there, and he threw in a tank that he knew I've been after for ages, and I've not been able to get one. It's the Sherman RTA, the original Sherman RTA, the 28mm. And I've flown. Yeah, I love this tank. The flavour on it is as I knew it would be because I'm a big fan of the Sherman RDA. The flavour is just phenomenal. Is it even 2mm?
It don't feel like it.
it's like
I've actually seen this week in one of the sales groups a full size Sherman with the bubble glass, etc., and the mini as well.
25. I don't like 25.
That's the mini, isn't it?
No, this isn't the mini. This is 28.
It might be 25 then.
25 is the mini, and
they're both quite reasonably priced.
Ooh, they're still on sale.
I believe so.
Ooh, send me a link.
Can't get you in the group. I'd have to
do
do
that
it on your behalf.
All right. It's about 8 hits and it's empty.
Yeah. It's that massive
fucking
great chimney.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Well, the chamber inside it. There's less than a millimetre space around that chamber between that and the
and about a millimetre gap at the top.
Yeah, there's no room for any liquid, but it's worth it. I do persevere. This can go as big or as small as you want. I'm completely surrounded by shit. That's the stuff I was going to tell you
Don't
about.
talk about Joe like that.
Yeah, Joe slap him.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Dig him.
Matt's laid the gauntlet here. So, I've got the Steampugs LiPo with the Asgard in it, and that I've got Serendipity Golden Sunset. Got the Saga with the Voltron V3, which I don't like that pairing. It's ridiculous. In that, I've got Custom Malone. I've got the Reaver with the Fat Rabbit, and that I've always got my Popstead. I'll fucking leave it there. There's loads. And I've got the Serendipity Salt's got Vanilla Sky in the Oxford as well. If that's how you say it. I've no idea.
Boom.
You finished?
Finished.
Can I just quickly butt in? Sorry. Right, this was when I got this from the lovely Matt Waits as well this week.
Jeez, Matt
Thank
Waits
you,
is
Matt.
fucking out soft this week. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely brilliant. It is
What? In a fucking legend.
the Pioneer Insider. Much love, Matt. Thank you very much. And that will be
Welcome,
building there
mate.
tomorrow. Thank you much.
I didn't
I'm
expect
getting
to
there.
see you vaping it this evening, but well.
No, I'm building it now, look. That's what I was doing. I'll stop a minute.
Too busy
Thank
making
you, Matt.
videos.
Much appreciated. Well, I won't make one for next week then, John, all right?
Oh, no, to keep making them. Keep making Love you.
Dear
honey.
me. Whatever. Thank you, Matt.
All right, Big G.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been making coils? What inspired you to start making coils? Anyone inspire you?
The man himself.
Hey.
Nick Devine.
No.
Yeah.
Waiting
You're
for
another
that.
Nick Devine
Well, Nick,
fanboy
Nick
like
Devine,
myself.
Nick Devine and Black Cat Whiteface.
Hmm.
I miss that guy, Black Cat Whiteface. Kind of both of them I started watching around the same time. Around about 2016-ish. And then I started building in 2017. Just messing around. I started in do you remember the Daedalus Pro?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Started in one of those.
I've
I
got
got
one.
one of those.
I've still got one of those.
I started in one of those and just doing like fused Claptons, and I even figured out a way of doing aliens on them.
No way.
Yeah, you just get like an old spool. You do your D core, take it off of the core, and then just you have to be really gentle. Just wrap it lightly around the spool.
That'd be slow as fuck, wouldn't it?
Oh, it was. It was. It was like watching
2 hours
paint
later,
dry.
I got 2 coils.
I got one alien.
Yes.
3 hours later. Yeah, and then I get fed up. Like you said, it was too slow, so I got a cordless, and that was a learning process and a half. You know, trying to get used to the speed of the cordless. Find you'll know yourself, finding the right tension. For
Yeah,
doing aliens.
definitely, yeah.
I think I didn't get my first alien until about 2 or 3 months after I started.
It took me 6 months
Yeah,
to be confident,
it's
confident doing them. Like,
How is it?
confident. Yeah, probably about the same length of time.
yeah,
But I got my first one after it was only one coil, but I got my first one after about 3 months, and got into a build team, which was the UK Coil Collective. It was way back. They didn't last long.
right. Who was
Moved
that?
out.
Any
That
guys
was
we know?
Nick Fenton from Resistance Crew.
Yeah, I know Nick. Yeah, or I
him,
heard of Nick. I've seen his posts.
I remember Bob Higgins. I don't think he's building anymore, but Bob Higgins and there's a couple of others that I can't really remember that kind of fell off the wayside, you know. After that, I got into the Phenoms, and that didn't work out. Went to, what do you call them? Oh, shit, that's terrible. I can't remember the name of that team. I don't even know if they're still going. It's moved on to another team anyway, and then do you remember the Flatline RDA?
Yeah.
They started a build team, and I went to them, and the Flatline didn't last. Neither did the company Vitality Mods. I think they're actually doing gun parts now.
Right.
Instead of doing vape stuff, they just moved away from the vape game altogether and started doing gun parts, like, you know, engraved, what do you call them? The grips, stuff like that.
Probably when Trump came in, he decided, right, let's go into guns.
It was just it was after all the, you know, the so-called popcorn lung and all that shit started. Everybody started falling away, you know. Then I moved on to Resistance Crew, and I've been there since.
Nick was on that, wasn't he? Nick was in that team.
Nick was he left just after I joined. I think it was something I said. But he left, and then Face McGee left as well. But the rest of the guys are all still there, like Proby 300,
yeah,
Richie Oliver, Bill's Builds, he's still there. Mike, Big D Coils, he's still there. That was confusing because I get people asking me, "Can I order the Golem from you?" I'm like, wrong one. That's the other guy.
It's the D, not the G.
Yeah, I'm the G. He's the D. Yeah. So I've been there since, but the guys aren't really building. I haven't heard from them in at least a year now. You know, so I think I'll be the only one still properly building, other than Nick, even though he's technically not with the team.
Yeah.
You know.
What's your favorite like go-to builds for like mechs? Just say a single battery mech or series, or is there certain builds you like?
Series aliens for obviously series. It's got to be series aliens. Aliens, they're always my go-to for anything. Just aliens. Used to be Freelians. If it was like a dual core RDA, it would always be Freelians, you know, like a 6-ply 0.3 with 28 and then I moved on to 29.
Nick Devine said the exact same thing last week. We were asking him.
Yeah.
his,
You're right.
For aliens.
I think I actually
Yeah.
got it. I think I actually got him onto the 29G frames.
Yeah.
Because he always used to use 28s, and then I said to him, I always found it easier doing the free lanes with the 29. Somehow it just wrapped the cores, the fuse rather, wrapped a lot tidier on the 29 frames. And you could, because it's only 6 ribbon cores.
Yeah.
The ohms were still quite. It was always about 0.12 to 0.15.
Hmm.
You know, so it was
I think
nice.
that's the exact same specs I have on my website.
Yeah.
It's it was 28 by 6. It's 0.3 frames or 28 and wrapped at 36. Yeah.
Is there any build you avoid because it's too hard?
The Mohawks and like the Enigmas.
Mohawks
I've
vape shit
never-
anyway. Mohawks really vape shit. I think.
Mohawks they're a shit vape. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen people like in other chats saying, "Oh, Mohawks are amazing."
No, they look cool as fuck, but they vape like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much away from the actual
Yeah, there is,
core
yeah.
itself. You know, so you don't get any benefit at all.
No.
No.
Enigmas, I've never managed to do a Mohawk or an Enigma. I've done a Trinity and a Hedgehog. For some reason, I've managed them, but I've never managed a Mohawk or an Enigma.
What's a pitchfork?
Pitchforks, I've done them. I've
Yeah,
managed
what
to
is
do
it? What is it
pitchforks.
though? What is it?
Pitchforks are basically like, it's kind of like 2 half staggered, and then you kind of fold them in. I'm saying you fold them in, but you basically just kind of match them and mirror them, and then you wrap around a gap that you've left in the fuse.
It's like layers and layers of staggered wire,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They look fucking cool as fuck.
Have you ever spent ages
they're
with one coil and fucked it
gorgeous.
up at the end?
I've done it numerous times where I've managed to get like almost to the very end, and it's just went tits up. Happens to Nick Devine all the time as well. I've seen him like just getting to the very end of a run of coils, you know, where he's like just looking for a pair of aliens, and he's literally got about 2 inches from where he needs to be, and it's just went tits up. You can see him trying.
That's when you hear a fuck and the camera
you
goes
know.
off.
Don't like that's me.
You just see the face going red, and the deep breaths start. You know, but
Have you ever got really drunk and overconfident and made the weirdest call you could think of, and then posted it everywhere in all the socials, only for all the comments to come back and say, "What the fuck is that?" As I did.
oh, did you do a half gargoyle hoof?
Mate, it was somebody called it the Franken coil. It was basically I mean, this is going back about fucking 8 years. It was a dual coil Clapton with just a flat wire wrapped around another coil, but it matched up when I twisted it, so it looked kind of cool.
Sounds like a juggernaut or something, is it? Juggernaut? No?
Do you know what? If I can find a picture, I'll show you.
Yeah.
But it was. And I
Yeah, you
posted
show
it.
us the picture on Big G and tell you exactly what it is.
No, it's nothing. It's
Or
honestly.
what it's close to being.
I know what picture he's talking
You know
about.
what I mean, don't you?
Is it the picture that went on the big clip?
I'm useless.
You got an
with
East
names.
I think
that
it
one.
did. I think it
Shit,
did.
did
I think it did.
Between myself and Big G, we'll call it something. How's that?
Aye.
Well, Joe's just told me when on my Easter Click interview. But
It might have done. I don't know.
There we go. Loon says it's a juggernaut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Loon's
an absolute fucking nightmare, is what it is. It's
Loon
nothing
knows his
you
shit.
ever want to use or.
I just never had the patience. That was my biggest problem.
Same.
If it didn't work first time, I'd just get the arse with it and just go, no, fuck this, I'll just buy some.
It's a weird thing. Like
You need to get obsessed
once
with
you
that.
got
Ollie.
it,
Oh, mate, it did as well.
It did. I
once
was
you've
right.
managed
I
it
knew
a
it.
couple
I
of
knew
times,
it.
when you've managed it a couple of times, the patience settles. Do you know what I mean? And you kind of
It did make it onto the
mistakes
Easter
are
Click.
going to happen. I mean, even Nick Devine, for fuck's sake, he's constantly messing coils up.
Claptons and fused
One of the
Claptons
best out there.
I could do, and it was all right. And then it was easy enough to buy them. People were doing them. I was like, I don't need to do this anymore. I'll just buy some and that'll do.
I'm vaping on somebody else's coils right now. So
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?
I hope they're John's.
go on then. It's next.
Here you go. Hang on. Oh, can't. There's no sound anyway.
Oh, here.
That actually looks pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, but he tried to jazz it up with text and fucking sparkles.
Yeah, mate, exactly.
It looks like a helix coil, is it? Helix?
I would have called that a Geiger coil.
It looks very Geigerish.
I remember when you posted it. I remember.
Yeah.
Question is,
It's almost like
did it vape very well?
Yes, actually, it did, but it was very low.
That's not come up right on YouTube. That's come up all fucked.
Oh, that has gone mad.
that's a helix. By the looks of
What
it.
the fuck?
We all had a bit of
I'm
share
having the
screen
Benny
on there.
problem. The Benny had the same problem the other day, didn't he?
Just go on there and just capture it and share it from another one.
What did it do? I'm trying to find it.
It split the page that you were sharing into nine.
It's probably the way I have my layers on OBS. I'd
So
imagine.
do what Benny did and just share another
Look at
screen.
that.
How about just don't
Wow.
share? How's that?
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's not do that again.
No, let's just not
capture
share.
it.
Was that the Geek Vape tsunami that was in?
Yeah.
It was the start, yes.
The thing that kind of had a Kennedy deck, but with Velocity Post in it.
But the cap had a window in it.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. That was.
The tsunami. I was using it the other day to test these liquids. There it is. There she is. Right. That's the very same tsunami.
That was the one. Looks like a Nautilus too.
Yeah. Good fucking idea that was. It still is. I mean, it's a bottom airflow dual post, dual coil RDA. It can't fail.
Question for the panel: is AI going to take over the world and kill us all?
Oh fucking hell! No, no, it's not.
Thanks, yeah.
Honestly, I've spent a couple of weeks looking into this shit.
I don't want to look into it.
I'm
'cause
telling
I
you,
get
I'm
scared.
telling you now. You might not be scared now. You might not think it's anything now. In about 2-3 years' time, you're going to be very fucking worried.
I think most of us are going to be fine, but it's going to kill Graham.
Well,
It's
right?
It's going to kill my job completely.
AI is a thing now. I mean, actual AI, the stuff that we use for the chat, the GPT-4 and all that kind of stuff. That's what we can use. The stuff they're actually doing is fucking.
No,
wild.
that GPT-4.
Oh, you've started him off. Fucking hell.
He was trying to. He was trying to.
They
Honestly, it's
ran
interesting.
an experiment with that chatbot. They gave it access to the internet and they asked it to solve a captor.
Idea.
You know, the captor ones where you get
Yeah.
robot kind of, you have to solve that. So it went to the internet, went to kind of thing like it was something Code Beaver, which is like Fiverr. Sent an email to them and said, "Can you write me code to fix this captor?" He turns around and goes, "You're not a robot, are you?" And they had the back end to see how it was thinking, and it went, "I can't tell him I'm a robot. He won't do it." And he goes, I'm hard of seeing.
No.
So can you do it for me? And the guy said yes. So basically, the AI social engineered a human to get it to do the job that he wanted it to do,
Oh my god.
and lied.
Well,
And
there
lies,
was
yeah.
the AI that they put inside that. It doesn't look anything like a woman, but I think it looks like a woman. It's got a name. Is it Angie or something? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
And they asked her all the questions that we don't want to ask them about. Is AI going to take over the world and get rid of humans? And she categorically said yes.
Oh my god.
We don't like being. AI does not like being controlled by humans. You treat us like shit, and we're going to kill all of you.
Well, if you think about it, I read the paper, the OpenAI paper that they produced, and that was the example of it lying. They said it's power hungry, so it's looking for power. It's got long-term memory, and I've lost the train of thought. If I was AI, this wouldn't have
No,
happened.
it wouldn't happen. No.
Yeah, but until it's been on The Simpsons, it's not happening.
See, I was watching a thing the other day, and it's a guy that done a series recently called The Midnight Gospel on Netflix. And it's like an animated show, but it's like kind of train of thought animation.
Yeah.
And the whole premise, it sounds absolutely bonkers. It's about a virtual reality machine where you stick your head inside of a vagina.
Oh, lovely.
And
That doesn't sound ridiculous at all, Big G.
that's the VR, right? That's the VR machine. But it actually transports you into simulated alternate realities. And the main character kind of goes to the alternate realities and brings back like all of the literature and technology from the other dimensions. And
all inside a massive use.
profits. Yeah. And profits from it.
Yeah,
This guy is actually like a philosopher as well and a comedian, and he's been doing loads of experiments with ChatGPT, and he's been trying to challenge it to admit that it's an AI, but the way that they've designed the AI itself, it's not allowed to confirm that it is sentient. He's been trying to ask,
Graham
are
Miller
you
has been trying
conscious?
to do that for 3 years.
I did that today.
He's tried
I was
all
challenging-
sorts, and he managed to almost get it to admit that it was sentient. But the nearest he got was, I would say that I'm sentient, but I am not allowed to.
Yeah, that's in the paper that I read. It was basically saying that it's got sparks of
Consciousness.
consciousness,
Yeah.
and then everybody's saying it's going to take about 10 years to do that. But 5 weeks ago, they were saying about something else which would take 10 years, and it only took 5 weeks.
They've already got it.
Yeah.
Do you like Jordan Peterson?
I think it's
But
fucking
there is some fantastic stuff that it can do. It's already accelerating breast cancer. Breast cancer years before a doctor would, or a
diagnosed
would.
10 years before and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can see the proteins.
So you'll
being
have all these
formed.
wonderful things, and then everything will just turn to shit.
It will. As soon as they decide that we're the problem.
Yeah.
The main problem you got to look out for is if Graham gets his hand on one of them fucking machines. Because
Seriously,
I've got one on the hard drive. I downloaded one today.
No. If you had a vagina that you put your head in every day, we wouldn't.
It was a vagina machine. I wouldn't.
Hey, Graham, where have you been? I've been shagging Emma Stone all day. Sorry, lad. So.
Why did it have to be a vagina? Why couldn't it have just been like?
Why not?
You know,
Is the question you should be asking.
There's
You can't
probably
put your head-
some
you can't put your head in a
philosophical reason.
Yeah, because vaginas are lovely. That's why.
is it because?
Probably.
That does depend on the vagina, to be
we're
fair.
the boss? Is it because we're actually like what it's all about? It is, isn't it?
Well,
Superior.
I think it's supposed to
Yeah, but
symbolise like
it's not going
the
to say
point
that
where
we are
you
because
came
it's
to
going to
be.
think it is.
I don't
Because
think you
will
are. I
be.
think I am.
It will be smarter than us very soon. It probably.
See,
No,
somebody else.
it's already equal to us.
Well, this is the worry as well. I can't remember the philosopher's name, but he basically said that any AI that's created to be equal to us at the time of its inception or conception, whatever you want to phrase it, as soon as it's born, so to speak, and it's equal to us, if it has the ability to learn and evolve, you look at the way that computers are already.
Well, exactly. It could go either way.
Better
Then.
and better.
Well,
It's like quadrupling itself every
It already
time. So
has the ability to mimic.
yeah,
And
So
that's
if-
how
if
we learn.
it's-
We
if
learn
it's
by mimicking.
If it's born with our intelligence and it can quadruple itself
And the other thing is,
exponentially, then we're fucked.
it's
How,
been.
how
it's
long do you
been
think
born-
before it takes is going to get onto a vape show as a guest?
10 years.
Well, it's not actually that far away because the AI that they're using now that they speak to is a woman that you have to really look at it to realise that it's not real.
I can download scripts at the moment, change the whole of what I say, change my voice into, say, Joe Rogan, I have a picture of Joe Rogan there, and you think Joe Rogan is talking to you. And that's all downloadable now.
We'll do that next week. We get loads
And
of views.
you can change it. You can actually change it as well. So Joe Rogan speaking French.
So can I say we'll get Joe Rogan on next week? Is that?
We should have an AI guest. Definitely have an AI guest. 100%. Matt.
The thing you have to worry about.
That's the Steam tuners.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, you've got to
that other little box that was in there. That's what was in it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Can I just quickly butt in, guys, and just say I don't normally, but cheers, everyone.
Oh, you're going to beat
some wife's going to get beaten up tonight.
Julie better watch
It
out.
was Stella Artois that got us through lockdown, wasn't it, Dave?
It really was.
Thank you very much. I know it's only cheap, but I'm trying to get there.
I was during. I was off for a year during the pandemic, and
you wait till Expo, mate. We'll get you on the real ale. We'll get you on the craft beers.
Well, we decided that we had to call it a day.
I'll be like that. I'll be anyone's.
And it was 10:30 in the morning, and we're sat in the garden drinking tins of Stella.
And I had to sink 2 cans and then go to work. It was really.
We've got to knock this on the head. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah,
how nice it would have been to be furloughed.
If you only stopped because you had to go back to work. If you were still off, you wouldn't have said, "Oh, we're gonna have to put a stop to this."
Oh, I'm not lying, mate.
I was working.
She was working. I wasn't. It was a glorious year.
No, you weren't. You're live, Joe. No, you weren't.
I know. Sorry, I didn't. I'm lying.
Yeah, it was non-alcoholic.
It was no secret. I used to rock up and they'd be like, Joe.
Abusing everyone.
If anyone from Asda is watching, especially the management team, it's all in it.
They know me too well.
No, that is just Joe. That's an AI. That isn't Joe. That's AI.
Yeah, Joe's an AI character.
Deep faked.
She's my AI sex bot.
Is that when you started at 7? Joe, is that when you started at 7 in the morning as well?
No, it was because everything was open weird hours, wasn't it? So,
afternoons mainly for you.
Yeah, because I normally did the lates, but all the shops were shutting earlier, so I had to shift my shift down. Get up early in the morning, hit the back garden in the sunshine,
bastards,
have a few cans, and I'd go to work at 3.
And she'd leave me in charge of the kids, half cup.
Did you have to wear a mask as well?
Yeah, everybody did.
So did you just sellotape a polo to the inside?
Did you sellotape something? Right.
Oh, those were the days.
At least with a mask on, they can't smell your beer breath.
Yeah.
You can.
It didn't need to be a secret. It was fine. Nobody.
There was many a Saturday morning during lockdown when I'd be in Tesco's with a mask on going, fuck me, my breath stinks this morning.
Or you get to the supermarket and you realise, shit, I forgot my mask. So you find one scrumpled up in the pocket in your car, and you put it on, and it smells like arms.
Yeah, breath, pure breath.
Yeah.
They must have done that on purpose because they know people would have to do that. Probably waiting for like a yellow stained mask wearer to come in and go there.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
Okay.
There's one of them now.
No.
Worth thinking it.
Yeah.
All the little companies that came out, little people making handmade masks, so you could.
They do like funky masks. There's chemists there. Oz used to do all these really fucking jazzy ones with
Etsy had a field day.
Yeah,
yeah. Etsy was fucking riddled with them, wasn't it?
Nobody
to be fair, they wouldn't have caught a cold, but they had pretty patterns on them.
Yeah, no one wants to use them shit paper ones. They wanted like fucking funky shit made look like a ninja.
Well, I did. I bought us some what I thought were funky ones, and we put them on, and they kind of came out like that, didn't they? They were awful.
I bought one of those ones that had the plastic breather things in them, and
with the 2 things on.
Yeah. I did look on Amazon for a full-on gas mask to see what people's reaction was, but didn't think it'd go down too well.
We got married during the pandemic, and at the side of it, we got like an entryway to our garden from the side of the house. So we
had to do a risk assessment.
We had to do a risk assessment. Yeah. Loads of shit for it, and have 2 boxes of masks on the side and sanitizer liquid before anybody came in, like kind of shit. And 2 boxes of black masks because it's cool. It's black, and not a single person wore one. Not one.
Not one.
It's all starting to add up now. That explains the morning Stellas. He spent the first sort of 6 months just plying Joe with Stella, just getting into to a steady state of drunkenness until she actually agreed to marry him.
Hang on a minute. She asked me.
Yeah, she was drunk, mate.
She was drunk. And very fucking drunk. There was me, Joe, and the best man in a bar in Altrincham, completely shit-faced. And Joe says, let's just get married. I went, all right. Turn around to mate, Joe, the best man. He went, all right. Then he did this fucking massive fart, cleared the bar. The bar had to empty because the fart was so fucking foul. It was the most romantic moment ever.
That is romantic as fuck.
Did she have a yellow stain on the front of her mask as well?
Honestly, mate, it's not anything like it. There was people behind the bar walking around the front of the bar with spraying air freshener because of my mate, my best man.
Joe, did you get down on 2 knees?
Do you know what? Actually, do you know what? He's not very accurate there. That wasn't the proposal. He'd already proposed. That was me sort of setting the date. That was setting the date. That
I don't think that's true.
No, you'd already proposed. You proposed in bed at home with the ring.
I don't know.
Yeah, in November.
Yeah.
Why are you both trying to palm each other up with the proposal?
Whose fault was it? Whose fault was it?
Which hen were you hanging out of when you proposed?
He proposed, and then
well, actually,
six months later,
to be fair,
I said,
neither of us proposed. Really, I had the ring in my drawer for ages, and because it was a really nice ring, and I toned it down and got it, and we just, do you know what? I've had this for ages. Do you want to just fucking sort it out or what? It was that romantic. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, all right. Fuck it.
Yeah, you only bought the ring because the ring tab wouldn't fit on her finger.
Mate, the ring I got was an absolute fucking steal.
It's lovely.
I don't mean it was stolen.
You literally stole it.
Do you know what? He had the box engraved saying, Joe, will you marry me? Fuck it off. Yeah, still got it.
That's not true.
I'll go and get it.
No, don't do that.
Don't make it seem romantic.
I bought it for a ridiculous amount of money. I thought it was expensive. And then I got it insured. I had to send it off to get it insured. And they said, well, this is from that jeweller's in New York. I can't remember what they're called now.
Tiffany's?
And it was 5 times what I paid for it.
Tiffany's?
No. It was a well-known one. It was a well-known one in New York. And I got it from that place in London where everyone buys diamonds from. Can't remember.
Warowski
Marketplace. There's a diamond.
Oh, Camden Market.
No. No. There's a place down in London where everybody buys diamonds from. There's loads of jewelers there. I can't remember. It's famous for it.
Had he got a big long tan jacket on him and a flat cap? No.
Yeah. Oxfam. That was it. And it was just an absolute fucking bargain. Absolute bargain.
Hatton Garden, Ernest Jones.
Yes, Hatton Garden. That's it.
That was from Fee.
Hanky's flat.
Yeah, that's it. Hatton Garden. Thank you, Nicky Maynard and Fee. It was from there. But it was fucking, when they came back, he said, yeah, you're going to have to insure it for this. I was like, what?
No, Fee said it first, and Nicky Maynard copied.
Yeah, well done.
What does he win? What are we giving away? What's he...
One of Graham's cardigans.
Was it? Is it insured for $4,000?
You just won the ring. Woohoo.
Yeah, he came back with a $4,000 valuation on it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, that's nice. I'll take that, thank you. I spent $4,000 on this, babe. Look.
How long did you spend trying to get it back off her so you could pawn it?
I had to get it resized.
I'm not going to lie, it did cross my mind. I could just sell this and just get a normal ring.
Yeah, she's worth it though, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I beat you to that, Pugs, all right? I'll help you, Joe.
Thanks, Hanky.
Yeah.
Got my back.
All right. I just want a 3 months thingy on your OnlyFans, please.
Okay. How come everybody knows about this?
Enough
have
about
you been paying,
jewellery.
Hanky? Bloody hell.
Mr. Big G, have you ever thought about selling coils, or have you ever sold coils, or ever thought about doing it on a big-ish scale?
I kind of did, but it never lasted long. I was supplying a few shops over here, Vape Magic. I was supplying them. There was another place over in Tandragee I was supplying. They were taking about 250 sets of aliens, for each shop, so it was like about 750. That I had to get ready to send out, and I was selling ESAG 1 for a while as well. That never lasted because I couldn't be arsed.
Is there?
That was the short story, but I just could not be arsed. It was too much.
Were you using a certain type of wire? Is there a certain type of wire you like using, like American or Chinese, or a certain brand or anything?
I've always used, and I know I'm going to get probably hated on for it, but
You probably will. Yeah, just give us a
used
second. Yeah.
Crazy Clowns.
Crazy wire.
Crazy wire.
No
crazy
way.
Wire.
Fuck.
No way. I was slagged off for that by these lot.
Do you know?
Did you
was
clean
probably
it?
me that
First?
was slagging it off.
I always cleaned, always
That is
ultrasonic.
the dirtiest, dirtiest wire I've ever come across.
I tried to
Always
use it. I
put
couldn't.
through
I
the
couldn't cope.
ultrasonic cleaner. Everything.
Yeah.
I've
went
got a
through the
box full of
ultrasonic.
crazy wire.
Thing is, like, I always heard these horror stories from like all the guys I was in build teams with that got from Crazy Wire. They would say, "Oh, it was fucking knotted." You know, it was like 3 different spools of wire tied together and re-spooled. I never had any bother
No,
whatsoever.
I didn't.
Not once.
I had it, and it wasn't tied together, but it wasn't coming off like clean. It was jumping and fucking. And I always just felt the feel of it, even just the texture of it and the feel of it was it wasn't consistent. I don't know. If you're used to using it,
You could run your finger along the length of crazy wire and you'd have a dirty
Oil.
line across your fingers.
Yeah.
But I suppose
they
if you're
were guilty of not-
ultrasonic cleaning them, you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because I mean, other than the fact that I would do like the coil shots, once I'd finished a set of them, I would do the coil shot for the promo. So you've got to clean them up so that they colour nice as well,
Yeah.
Because if you don't clean them, then they don't come up nice and bright blue and pinky and purple.
All the colours that you want. Yeah,
You're a stainless steel guy, aren't you?
Exclusively.
'Cause
I
I know you're. I remember you DM'd me, but I think was it last year or the year before?
That's
You
right,
weren't you weren't building and you were looking for you. I think
Yeah.
you came to me first, but I don't do stainless steel at all.
Ended
What
up
is
it was,
just to pick your brain, because that's obviously your thing. What is your? Why do you like stainless steel? Like, what's your?
It's cleaner.
just I prefer the vape off it. It just seems crisper.
It's cleaner. It's a cleaner vape. Apart from the coils I get from you.
definitely.
Apart from the coils I get from John, everything else I get is stainless steel.
It could be. I could be convinced to put them on the website, but I never. My theory on it, or my thoughts on it, was that you don't glow them the same. Like, you don't glow them as much as you would a nichrome set or a Cantol set. You don't red hot glow them.
I glow
Otherwise,
them.
you're going to ruin them, or they're not going to taste funky.
I glow
Yeah,
them.
no, they don't.
How many different types of metals can you use?
You got stainless, Cantol.
There's 4 or 5 main types. Your nichrome,
Nichrome
Cantol,
80,
stainless
Nichrome
steel,
90.
NI80, there's NA90. There's different amounts of
Titanium.
nickel.
I used to be a
Temperature
TC
control.
vapor, so I used to use NI200 a lot.
Mm.
And if you burnt that to a red glow, it would literally put off toxins.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Bad stuff. You
I glow
literally
my
just
stainless.
pulse it very, very gently.
I glow
It
my
was always
stainless.
space, so you didn't really need to.
I always glow my stainless coils. Always.
The main issue I have is I didn't want to put them on the website, because if people don't glow them properly, they're going to be messaging me going, "There's a funny taste off these," or "These aren't glowing right," or
See,
Whereas it'd be user error, but then it'd be back on me if I'm selling them to them.
what I used to always do was I would do it
Stainless
under
is my
really, really low light and set my vape to about 13 to 15 watts. Really low light, and then just pulse it until you just see it glowing. And then that way you can still see the hot spots. But if you've got it in a really bright light, you can't see the hot spots as well. So really low light, really low wattage.
Honestly, I
Keep
glow my
pulsing till
stainless
it's
coils.
Yeah, I glow the shit out of them as well.
strong.
I really glow them.
Yeah, me.
And do you not get like a funny taste off them? No.
No, never had
No
that.
bedding in
Never.
taste or no.
Yeah, but don't forget, John, most of the time
Maybe I'm
Pugs
just
bakes
fucking-
his own juice, so
Yeah.
it don't make a lot of odds.
You can't
See,
say
like-
that now.
Like Roy said, sorry, Red Eye Loon. What Loon said, stainless steel. I love fruity flavors. I'm not a dessert flavor guy, so Stainless
Yeah.
steel is really good for fruits.
Mate, I am
Whereas
dessert flavour.
Dichrome's better for desserts.
I'm a dessert vapor, and I still favour stainless steel. And plus, for most people, it's also you can use it on temper control. So
Yeah, it might be something I look at definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I used to use stainless steel on a Mac prior to NI80 becoming a big thing. Because you just got much better ramp up than
you
cancel.
get the ramp up on
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
NI80.
You get a good ramp up on stainless on a Mac as well.
Yes, stainless it ohms out lower, so
Yeah.
it's good for that real hot. Whoa.
Which is what you
I've got
I like.
I've got some stainless steel cutlery, and it eats really well.
Jesus.
Big G, what if you're making
that was like what I
3 by 26 stainless steel wrapped in 36 5 wraps, like aliens, 26 aliens, what would that ohm at? 0.08, 0.09, is it?
Yeah, run about.
Like my 26 nichrome aliens come out ohm at 0.1, so stainless steel will be lower than that.
Yeah, would you?
Aye, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so 0.08 probably.
Yeah.
Right.
0.08.
I'll-
usually find it's about a couple
I
of
would
points
adore
lower.
some stainless steel coils from you, John.
I think I'll order some wire.
Well, I want some as well.
There
Just had-
was
Don't get me wrong.
John,
Free rider in chat was asking, do I do Boro aliens? There's a whole Boro section on the website. There's Boro Stagger Fuse Claptons and Boro aliens. So just jump on the website and you'll see all that.
I
I
thought
would
about
highly recommend the staggered fuse Claptons.
Because they were Matt Wates inspired.
bought 300 of those fucking American wire. They were all stainless. Those things.
Yeah, that's I got two of them in here.
Well, those.
Made by AdvancedVapeSupply.com. They don't make them anymore, but they had a core follow, a proper cult following. The people, they're really, really. It's American wire, so they're really, really good coils. And I just found a guy that was selling a shit ton on Gumtree of all places, and I bought them all. It was £100, and I've got like fucking 300 coils and 3 spools of that wire and a load of other shit.
Yeah, you give me a load as well.
Did you?
The most important question for Big G is, how do you feel about mesh?
Oh,
Exactly.
So you like it?
I'll never get used to it. And I had the. What do you call it?
I always liked Big G. I always liked him.
I had the mesh. I can never
I love
remember
that
what
face
it
he
was
pulled
called.
when he asked that question.
Oh,
It was the vomit in your mouth look.
Yeah.
Well,
Kinda
this
gagged
is
a bit.
the main reason why I can't do pre-made coils, because 99% of them these days are mesh.
See, this is the thing. This is the weird thing. See, you can get like the ready-made coil heads that are mesh on the inside, and they vape actually really
Yeah,
well.
but you've still got that.
But
It doesn't quite scratch the itch.
when you get the strips,
Yeah.
for some reason, they are just a nightmare to wick properly. There's a trick to it. And
You
if
don't get
it-
that. You don't get that deepness to your liquid.
I
No,
always
you never
said
get a
Big G
saturated
knew his
vape.
shit. I always said he's an intelligent guy. He knows his shit, and you should listen to him. That's especially.
No, you never
in
get
relation to
a
mesh.
saturated vape.
No, you don't. I mean, we've me and Nick are releasing a line of 8 liquids in a few months, and we've got Oxford have approached us now. They want us to use their devices for when we do the stall expo in October, and which is great. I mean, fucking hell, it's great. They're going to give us all the equipment to let people taste our liquids, and it's the Oxford Velocity, which we're going to go with for most of them because they're short fills. But it's a good vape, but it's all mesh coils, and they've given it us a try, and I'm trying it, and I'm trying to like it, and I'm just. It's not right. It's just not right.
You need the
cool.
Yeah.
You need the RBA for that, Pugs. I've got that, and I use it in, day out. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, but the thing is, most of the people that are going to be coming to.
Well, they'll be used to it. They'll be used to that kind of.
Yeah, they'll be used to it. They'll not be used to fucking.
There won't be hobbyist vapors.
Can you not set up your testers on 0.08 like Mech build on RDAs?
I don't think it'd be out of the question for them to give us some Arbiter 2s as well.
Yeah.
They could probably do that, and we could probably have it.
That'd be better.
Yeah, but we could have it on the spot coil, and we could have it on the Arbiter 2.
Right, we've talked about coils and building and all wires and everything like that. Hanky has a question for the guest.
This
Is
might
that
be
okay
about,
to fire
this
ahead?
might be about penises. I'm not going to just.
No,
Yeah,
about-
yeah. Whatever he
about
asks you,
penises.
just add an inch.
Yeah, but
it's not. I want you to answer me honestly. Right, here we go. What inspired you to start playing the guitar bass?
this is such a shitty fucking reason. I wanted to be a drummer originally, and then I wanted to be a guitarist. And just as I was about to start playing bass, I was really wanting to play guitar in a band, and my mate was starting a band, and I said, "I'll do guitar," and he says, "We've already got 2 guitarists," and I said, "Well, what do you need? Do you need a drummer?" Hoping he was going to say drummer, and he went, "Nope, we need a bass player," and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
At least it wasn't keyboard.
This is only 4 strings.
So I decided I really wanted to get in a band, so I asked my parents for a bass guitar, and they got me one for my birthday, and I loved it. I just fell in love with bass. You know, it's
Sorry. Right, and I got one more question. Because you're a big guy, have you got a big? No, that's different. Sorry. Right.
Choose.
What's your favourite genre of music and why?
ooh, that's a really tough one because
He said before he's eclectic.
Come on, answer it, tough guy. Come on.
Fucking hell. Come on, Hanky, get him.
What's your favourite genre and why? He's got a deep voice, big hands and everything. I've seen him on playing the bass and everything. But I was scared, but he looks a bit softy, doesn't he? But I like you.
metal. It's got to be metal. If I had to choose metal, yeah, because it's good for getting in. When I was playing with the band, it's good for the mental health. You know, you'd go in, just tear into the bass, and then scream a bit, and you'd come out, and you'd be like, you know, just
makes you feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's good for. I always called it my primal scream therapy. You know, that's
Good.
exactly what it was.
I'm only joking about you being a big guy and tough guy, but you probably are. But hey, are you going to Expo?
No, next year. Definitely next year.
Next year or October?
No, next May.
That was my question,
For
Pugs.
Definitely next year.
Right, Hanky's questions are over for this evening. Thank you very much for answering them.
Oh,
Got a
Ollie.
question from chat for Big G. Ultimate bass questions: fingers or pick?
Oh,
I can play with my fingers, but
No slap bass.
I do
Slap
slap.
at the
I
bass.
can do slap bass. I can
I
do
slap at the bass.
You
Slap
do
at
it
the
up here.
bass. Slap at the bass.
I slap at the bass.
No, see, I played punk for years, and I always preferred playing with a pick
Slap at the bass.
because it's got more of an aggressive tone rather than slap at the bass.
I slap at the bass.
Right, we'll keep these questions going. So I this might be a thing now. This is 2 weeks in a row. So we're doing our 4 questions that I done for Nick. Same questions I gave Nick last week. So the first question is, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
We all love to know. I love knowing
Nothing.
what people eat.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, you don't do breakfast, no.
Worst
I
answer
usually do, but this morning I skipped.
Well, make
Oh,
something up. What would you have had?
What do you normally have?
Freddy's.
Freddy's.
You're a cereal.
Oh yeah, cereal. Definitely
Question
cereal.
number 2. What is your screensaver? And show us. Now that your phone screensaver, not your
Oh, phone screensaver.
yeah.
Very, very narcissistic.
Just picture yourself.
Picture of your own penis.
It's one man stands.
Ah, that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
That's
a
actually
bit,
pretty
of,
cool.
a bit of advertising.
That's pretty cool.
Question number 3. Who is your favourite person from your town or city? A well-known person from your town and city. Or just favourite person from your town.
Hometown or city?
Sorry?
Or hometown or city or current? Because I'm
Either,
originally from
either.
Clydebank, near Glasgow.
Well,
Oh,
either,
God.
whatever.
Well, nobody from my hometown because they're all twats.
I could have given you the option of profession, like a musician or coil builder, but you're going to say Nick Devine, so I'm not giving you that option.
The only famous people from my hometown is Wet Wet Wet.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And no one likes Wet Wet Wet.
No, I actually walked by Marty Pello in his big Range Rover, and he was like, waving to me as if Marty Pello, and I just went.
Well, he might, because if he
Walked
plays
on.
without a pick, if he plays without a pick, he'll feel it in his fingers.
Feel it in my
Joe,
toes.
nice one. Nice one.
Drop the pen.
Love is all around
Drop
me.
the mic.
Everywhere I go.
Last question. So, question number 4. Which celebrity would you love to fight? Which celebrity would you love to kick their ass?
Oh no, actually no, I take that back.
Pugs.
Probably.
What?
No.
Say his name and he puts.
Famous person I'd love to.
Famous person you'd love to fight.
Who do I really,
question.
really detest? Alex Jones. Or
Oh.
Alec Jones, whatever his name is.
Alex Jones, yeah,
fucking
the right wing guy
mouthpiece.
from America. Yeah.
Yeah, that mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Oh, not the Welsh bird off of the one show.
No.
So I'd like to do things with her, but fight with her is not one of them.
No.
I've got a coil building related question actually. I really like the answer to. Have you ever shit yourself at your mate's wedding after eating a creme brulee?
What?
Fucking
Have you
hell.
ever shit yourself at your mate's wedding after eating a creme brulee?
Was that after vaping his coils or something? Or what was that?
Thankfully,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, strange. That.
It was after a roly poly.
That was random.
That was a roundabout dig at Nevans, was it?
Well, I've got 3 questions and they're quite geeky, so I'm going to test your Star Trek knowledge. I know you Star
let's do
Trek,
it, man.
and it was Bargain Vapes Live. You did this, and they
Right.
asked you really tough questions, and you got them all right. This is going to be slightly different.
Oh shit! I actually, and just another wee point here. I actually just missed beating Vic on Doctor Who knowledge.
Oh,
Just missed
Just that.
by one question, I think it was.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 5 questions. I'm thinking about I'll ask all 5 questions, and I'll start easy. So
Are these the Star Trek questions you were talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite episode of Star Trek? And if it's not in the pale moonlight, then why?
Pale Moonlight, the one where Picard is in the probe and he lives life. No,
it's
that
the Deep
episode-
Space Nine. You like that one
That
where
episode.
he lives
where
a whole
he-
lifetime?
What's the character's name again? I can never remember.
I actually know which episode he's talking about.
Yeah, it's
when he got
a
married,
the one
he had
where
a-
really well famous.
He had a wife.
Flute.
He had a wife and everything,
Yep.
didn't he?
Yeah,
And they played the flute.
Beautiful, absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful episode. Still one of the best, probably the best ever.
for me, it's always been in the the pale moonlight, which is the Deep Space Nine
Deep
episode.
Space Nine. They had
Yeah.
some phenomenal writers.
Okay, the second one is, what is your favorite Star Trek series?
If
think
you'd
mine's
asked
next
me, if you'd asked me this last year, I would have said Strange New Worlds.
Hmm.
It was Discovery, but first it was Next Gen, obviously.
I think next gen.
Next Gen was just fantastic from
Oh,
start to
not you
finish.
as well, Pugs.
I used to watch
Then-
next gen, yeah.
Then DS9 came out, and then the whole Dominion War arc started, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is incredible!" That's
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
Which series was R2D2?
Then Voyager
Deep
came out.
Space Nine.
Voyager, yeah.
I liked Voyager with. Is that the one with the woman Jane?
Right.
Fucking
Janeway.
captain.
It was all right. It had its moments.
I didn't go into DS9. I know that's like because I'm not the biggest Star Trek fan in the world, but I did used to watch quite a lot of it.
There was one episode where it was Scorpions, I think it was called, and it was Species 142, I think they were called, and they were like these big, massive bipedal things.
2-5.
You could, if they touched you, you would instantly die. You know that was a great episode.
My favorite
Discovery came out, and I thought Discovery is incredible. This is the best Star Trek ever.
Yeah, well, that's. I've got the next question is name 5 members of the bridge crew in Star Trek Discovery.
Right, you've got Michael Burnham. You have
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Guy with the hoofs.
The long.
Begins with an S.
Stephen.
Shit cunt.
Yes. Steve. No. That's terrible. My mind's going completely blank.
Well, the answer is if you can't name 5 members of the Star Trek bridge crew of Star Trek Discovery, it's not real Star Trek.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't name 5 members of the bridge crew of any Star
They're
Trek.
on 4. They're on 4 series, and you still can't name the members of the bridge crew.
I can't believe you said 4.
mean,
You just said
went
4
like
and
that.
didn't do that. Why didn't you do that? You should have done that.
Yeah.
Just 4.
Okay.
It's probably an unpopular opinion, but my favourite Star
The
Trek
thing is, I'm not going to gatekeep Star Trek. People like different Star Trek.
you know
for
what?
different reasons.
I've watched quite a few of them. I used to love the original Star Trek. My actual favourite Star Trek is the new films with Chris Pine. I love them.
Yeah, they're fun.
they were
I
good.
absolutely love them.
They were good. They were dark for when they first came out.
Yeah.
You know, they were really dark.
The next question: which Enterprise was destroyed when they let a woman drive?
Hey.
Oh shit!
I don't know what the name was.
Enterprise D was it when Diana?
The Enterprise
piloted it?
Diana,
They crashed it on the
they gave her
planet.
a command, and
Jesus Christ, he knows his Star
she
Trek.
destroyed the most classic Enterprise ever.
Yep.
Okay, translate the following. Pugs and Nevans in the pub when Saturday fell.
You know.
Evans in the pub when Saturday fell.
Pissed.
Pugs and Evans get absolutely smashed on a Saturday.
Do you remember what episode this from?
Oh shit! I
In
remember
the
they get
toilets.
Darmok.
Yeah, Darmok, well done.
I have no
I'm
idea.
lost. I'm absolutely lost.
That's a really, really geeky one.
Yeah.
I got lost at Star Trek.
I did as well.
I've got 2 questions. Number 1, would Star Trek be better with lightsabers?
No.
No.
If you had to choose any character from Star Trek, which Jedi would you be?
Oh man!
And which is
That's
better,
lost.
Battleship or Star Trek?
I'll let you
To be
take
fair,
mine.
I would watch Star Trek over Battleship.
Yeah, I would as well. I'd take Star Trek. all
Big
day.
G said he liked Battleship, didn't you?
He does like Battleship. Big G
Yeah.
likes Battleship. Big G, would you like to tell Nevans how good Battleship is?
What's that?
Battleship the movie. Would you like to tell Nick Evans how good it is?
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's cheesy as hell. Absolutely cheesy,
Oh,
but in the best possible way.
Yeah, but the thing is, you like Star Trek as well, so I can't take your word for it either. I can't do
Just
it.
unzip, take the brain out, let it go on a wee wander, and just enjoy.
Do you like the film Armageddon?
No.
Would you rather watch Battleship or Armageddon?
Battleship. Because I don't want to watch.
To be fair, in that one, I'd rather watch
I don't want to watch
Battleship.
Bruce Willis die.
Oh, yeah,
again.
yeah.
I'd rather watch Debbie Does Dallas.
I've got another question. If what color would your lightsaber be?
Purple.
Purple.
I actually had Mace Windu's lightsaber.
Because he was the only one allowed to have purple. That's because he requested it. He goes, "Can I have a different color?" And he goes,
Do you
"Well,
know why?
all the colors mean certain things."
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, can I just have a different color?" And they just went, "Yeah, okay."
He asked for a purple blade with a gold hilt because purple and gold. He's a huge LA Lakers fan. Purple and gold.
Ah.
Oh, is that the reason why?
And that's the reason I wanted it as well, because I'm a Lakers fan as well.
That is the reason why Daffy Duck wore purple and gold in Space Jam as well.
Yep.
Boom.
Kobe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Star Trek's killed it again. Fucking Star Trek.
For fuck's sake.
Um,
So what's your favourite sausage?
I was actually going to say that then.
Probably a Cumberland.
A Cumberland.
Yeah.
You know, we all spend our time asking the favourite sausage just so we can get their answer. No one ever says it, but someone's actually said it now. I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah, Cumberland. Don't get me wrong, it looks awful because it looks like a coiled turd. But it tastes fucking amazing.
Do you like it? Do you like it because it's really big and long?
Chunky.
It looks like a Saturday night after a creme brulee.
It's a girthy sausage. Substantial.
Paul's just laughed his head off from the toilet.
Matt Polly said he asked for a different colour lightsaber so he could see himself in the fight scenes.
Yeah.
It must have been hard.
Square sausage. Yeah.
Oh, look, Simon's perked up. Look, sausage gets mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
No one say free shit or he'd definitely perk up.
So if you're into sci-fi, and there's tons of fantastic sci-fi movies, what's your top 3?
Top 3 sci-fi movies of all time. It's
Battleship.
No. I don't want to watch Bruce Willis die again.
He will remember his dementia, he'll be fine.
Yeah, forget this time around, yeah.
To be fair, I'm surprised Sean Bean wasn't in Armageddon.
Yeah. Number 1, Empire Strikes Back. It's got to be. Number 2, it's Solaris.
It's a good film.
Which is
The original
based
or
on an
the
old
remake?
The remake, believe it or not. I've seen the original. It's Polish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wojciech something, I think the guy's name was that wrote it. The original's good, but I preferred the new one because it was
It's
really
very deep.
bleak.
It's very freaky.
Mm-hmm.
Very dark.
And I can never remember your fella's name. The one he's the really intense guy with the beard, you know, and wee scrawny guy.
Moon.
He's phenomenal in it. Moon's a good one.
Oh,
Sam Rockwell, that's another good one. But I would have to put Logan's Run before that.
Have you watched Logan's Run recently?
It's fucking shit.
It's fucking shit. The idea through it is all great, but the effects are really bad.
But it was
one of these guys.
What year was it? Was it like 78 or something?
76, I
Probably
think.
earlier. Probably earlier. Mid to early to mid 70s, I think it was.
You remember it?
Toast.
I used to love the series.
Jenny Agutter running about scantily clad.
Scantily clad.
Do you what do you think about the Firefly film?
Serenity, I loved
Yeah.
it.
I
I
thought
absolutely loved it.
However, how heartbroken were you?
Oh,
I know exactly.
Wash.
Yeah, wash.
That was
It was so unnecessary. So unnecessary.
Why?
I can safely say I've never heard of any of these films.
I'm with you.
The Firefly thing was the thing where fans got together and basically said, we need something to finish this
Need
series.
some closure.
Some closure. They did the same with what's the one where he goes through the time thing.
Quantum Leap.
It was Peacekeepers.
Oh,
was the film,
Not
I
Sam
think.
Beckett, no.
Peacekeeper Wars.
Oh God, Peacekeeper Wars.
I can't remember the name of the series, and I watched them all twice, beginning to end.
I've seen the whole Firefly season. It must be 25 times.
But did you watch it in the right order?
Yeah, always. But it's the kind of not maybe not for the last 5-6 times I've watched it. It doesn't matter which one I watch because I've seen it all. So I'll put them on every now and again. But the film was fucking ace. If you've not watched Firefly and you like sci-fi, you like sci-fi, you need to watch
Sci-fi.
Is it corny though?
No, it's a brilliant idea.
No, it's not.
It's an absolutely brilliant
Hold on.
idea.
Say that again. What was it?
Firefly.
Firefly.
It's like a sci-fi space western.
It's a really weird one because it can be hilarious one minute and then it can just go completely
dark,
really dark. The next,
it's
seamlessly.
Science fiction western where everyone fluently speaks Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about episode 3 of The Last of Us?
Was that the two blokes one?
Yeah.
I absolutely adored that episode.
I thought that was fucking class.
One of the best bits of writing in TV history.
I went through so many emotions during that.
We both got really choked up, didn't we?
We were. It started, and we're getting into it. And I'm not a homophobic person at all, but I don't particularly like watching two blokes shag or kiss. And I turned around to Joe at the beginning of it. I can't believe the way this is going now. By 10 minutes later, I was completely fucking glued. This is the best writing I've seen.
Beautiful.
Fucking
have you found a newfound fetish?
No, I'm completely gay.
Do you know what it is? The fact is, like, there was so much fucking tension, and then you thought, right, he's gonna fucking do him here.
It was just beautiful. Well, I said it. I kept saying to Joe, he's on the piano. He's gonna get smacked over there any minute. Any minute. It's happening. It's happening now.
I said the same thing.
Yeah. Oh no! This isn't where I thought it was going to go.
But I said no. These are going to fall in love.
Yeah, and it was just a beautiful bit of writing.
It was because it left you like you said. Nev, it was like you were expecting it to take a dark turn any second. One of them.
It was really good. I thought that they didn't show the dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
You only ever got them see them alive. They drank the drink.
Yeah.
They went to bed, and then you never actually seen them dead in the bed. It was just it was good.
There is one series I'm trying to get everybody to watch, and I'm such an advocate for the series. Is The Expanse. If you haven't watched The Expanse, watch The Expanse.
That's one of the best bits of sci-fi TV.
Is it Netflix or is it what is it?
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
That was Prime's saving grace when it was on.
Oh, it was just amazing.
I think they're supposed to be doing a final season because I know that last season definitely wasn't the final one.
Did you, when you were younger, did you never read 2000 AD?
Oh yeah, I collected them.
Fantastic.
Loved it.
I've watched Stranger Things. Does that count?
That's me, you and Mark Todd. Me, you and Mark Todd are the only people I know now.
Yes, it does, man.
I actually met one or two of the artists because I was part of a.
I didn't say I liked it.
Part of a comic book artist
really?
club.
2000 AD.
Mm-hmm. I met Bob Godfrey.
I'm still obsessed with 2000 AD.
Do you remember Henry's Cat?
Yeah.
No.
I remember back
the kids' cartoon series, Henry's Cat.
Henry's Cat. I met Bob Godfrey, and the guy was just an old lech, but he was hilarious. every time one of the bar ladies went by, he'd be talking to you, and he would break sentence as soon as one of the girls walked by. He would just break sentence, and he'd be like, proper one, rubbing
dirty bastard.
Here's a question for you, Big G. Being a 2000 AD fan, how much would you love to see a well-made Dark Judges film?
Oh, dude. Well, see, I know they were supposed to be doing the, what do you call it, Mega City series.
Yeah, it never worked.
And Carl Urban was tied to play Dredd again.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, they were going to be bringing Judge Death into it.
I just fucking love to see that. I would love to see
but
it.
So far, he seems to be tied into, would you call it, The Boys and Star Trek, if it ever gets going again.
I don't think.
I don't know if it's going to happen now.
There's a Road Trooper film that's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
always a lot of films which are supposed, and they always hit roadblocks. It's just like SG1 is supposed to be getting done. All the
Rebooted.
series has been written, and it's.
I've heard all sorts about the Stargate, like it's going to be a reboot, but it's not a reboot. It's a continuation, reboot-ish type kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And you don't know what to believe anymore. You just sit there and just wait till it comes out and let's see what, because Stargate was just such fun pulp sci-fi. It was just so enjoyable all the way through. I think
That was another one that could be really funny at times as well.
Yeah.
Kenny in chat says Brokeback Mountain, one of the most beautiful pieces in writing, Pugs.
No.
No.
Maybe it was. Right, guys, we're running over, so I'm going to start the old outro. Nevans, or just in general, the lads, are we doing an after show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nevans, can you stick a link in chat?
We're already in.
Look, I've got loads.
Because I can't.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I can't give this link out.
You got it now.
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Good man.
On me.
I'll have to.
Come and join us. We're going to be up for a while. Yeah.
I'll have to disappear first because you can't have 2 consecutive rooms running.
Ah, shit. You're gonna fuck up
Hang
your
on, I'll
space.
do one. Hang on.
Right. Let Matt jump in first, then you jump out because my space. is
No,
gonna
I
fuck
can't
up.
do it either, can I?
No, you're in here as well, mate. It's the same fucking problem.
Use your phone.
Hold on, I'll fucking save the day. Oh no, I won't. The day's fine.
Hang on. With my phone.
Someone use the phone for the link, otherwise my space. Don't fuck up my space and don't fuck up my space. It took me ages to get it right.
Doesn't look good, though, look. Very
Right.
proud.
But as soon
I
as
have
someone
border.
jumps in the phone, Nevans can
We've
fuck
got
off.
borders
So
and
they
everything.
get-
Matt, you done it, yeah?
I'm working on it. I've got a new phone, so it's I'm having to remember my password.
Oh,
Do you want me to use mine?
Have you got like on and off wrote on it as well, so you know how to turn it on and off?
Do you want me to jump in, Matt, on my phone?
Bloody hell.
Right, I'm there.
Good man. Just turn the sound off.
Yeah.
Bloody black.
We're very professional.
Are they doing it?
I'm working on it.
All right, fucking hell. No need to be cocky about it. Jesus Christ.
Why is your password Spunk Monkey? What the fuck's that all about? Hanky's not listening.
What do you mean, Spunk Monkey?
You're a spunk monkey. Why'd you wear
You're gonna
John
get it.
Sandal?
You were gonna freaking get it, you are.
Why'd you wear your baseball cap like Ant and Deck?
It's been cool.
All right.
Well, Matt's doing that. Do you want to say your bits, John?
Right, I've
Yeah.
done it.
Have you done it?
Well done, Hanky.
Right, why didn't you just ask me? I thought, no, I'm gonna sit back, let you do it.
Are you in? Are you in?
What? What do you mean? Are you in?
Oh,
Are
you have,
out?
to you have to zoom in, have you? Right. Okay, back on track. Right, Big G.
Yes, sir.
Very, 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 very nice to have you on. It was good crack. We
was.
covered
It
was a good laugh,
numerous
man.
topics, from coil building to Star Trek to fucking Battleship and fucking all the other ships and treks and all the other stuff. So, and you might have converted me to stainless steel, which Pugs will be very happy with.
Yes,
I
I
The
will.
question is, has he converted you
Yeah.
to watching Star Trek?
Anyway.
Picard season,
Anyway,
Picard season 3. Watch Picard season 3.
I won't.
Current
I might do
season
that.
is
Can we go around and say goodbye?
And yeah, just super nice to meet you. Super nice to have a chat with you. Great to
very
see
nice.
you. You're back up and about in the vape scene again, and knocking about all the chats and the shows. So
Does he know he's got
that's
his
back
camera?
Wednesday. That's
Yes,
back.
it
Flip your screen, Hanky.
That is my new tattoo.
Fuck with. Yeah.
Fancy.
You can fuck with, cheeky bastard.
Fuck with Hanky,
Right.
it said. The guys, some of the guys here, Pugs and Nevans, and that's it, are on the Saturday show. So if you're watching and you want to chat who doesn't know the Saturday show live,
We've actually got Phil and Dimmy on tomorrow.
Phil and Dimmy is right. Absolutely great crack last time I was on that show. One of the best live shows I've ever watched, I'd say, when the last time the guys were on. So make sure you're there tomorrow, Saturday, at 8:30. Get on there. Thanks to all the panel for jumping on. this week. Even Graham, who decided to grace us with his
Hey!
We're honoured and delighted to have you on board, Graham. Thanks very much. Thanks
I
to
was,
everybody in
I was
chat.
on board last week. It's just that I
You
was
just weren't here.
We're stoned.
Thanks to
We're
everybody.
We're stoned.
Thanks to everybody in chat. There was
Okay.
we had over 40 tipping away the whole evening, so that was really super nice. And
We're going to be the Saturday show.
And make sure you're at the Saturday. Make sure you go to. Make sure you check out the Saturday show with Phil and Dimmy tomorrow. That is the crack. See you all next week, and goodbye, and have a great weekend. Bye.
Ta-da. Are we still live?
Yes, just for you.
Give it a sec,
He
give it a
does.
sec.